Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Naruto ShinobiCraft. Last time, we went over a bunch of new jutsus that I had trained before starting up, before going ahead and going to go fight the Seven Tails. Uh, Saiken? Maybe? I'm now misremembering the name. It's either Saiken or Saiten, if I remember correctly. Wait, no, apparently it's not that. I can do at Naruto and it'll show up pretty quickly. Where are the tailed beast? It's Matatabi, Saiken is... Oh wait, no, Chomei is the Seven Tails, I think. Why are these not in order? Kurama, Gyoki, Son Goku. I want to say... Chomei is the Seven Tails, Saiken is the Six Tails. Whatever one is the Seven Tails, I do not remember. So we went and fought them, and it's a pretty cool fight. Yeah, we got interrupted by a, Nakimimaru, Kabuto, and got an extra, Sharingan DNA, but eventually we beat them, went back to the fight proper. Just Massive Rasen Shuriken is pretty effective. I did this in a test world, trying to get the actual ceiling jutsu to work properly, like the, whatever it's called. Four symbol. So, this one, we tried to do it this one, which is the legitimate way by getting the shinobis to sit down in these spots and provide chakra while we sit on here. But try as I might, I could not get it to work. Even in a test world, I tried for like 20 minutes to get a shinobi to sit in place, or just making them stand in one of these spots. And it just didn't work. Like, the shinobis are supposed to be able to supply chakra for the ritual, but they just wouldn't. So we ended up having to do the less legitimate single-player way that you're supposed to do it, which is to knock down an opponent, knock down one of the tailed beasts to really low HP, go into creative mode, and then use the adamantite ceiling chain. And eventually, with enough of these... oh, you can literally just pick them up and just... boom, boom. I didn't think to try this before, but okay. But basically, enough of these things, enough of the adamantite chains, and eventually it will change into like this fusion animation where the bright colored lights will fuse with your body instead of the chains. And now, if we take off our Byakugan and press the F button, we go into Tailed Beast mode, or Stage 1 Tailed Beast mode at least. Now, we have 0 control right now. The Tailed Beast is in complete control. Requires 400 Jutsu experience to master, 3,600 to level 2. And I think it said we were at 45, though I only got a brief look at it. If you're actually in the inventory, it will eventually just go away on its own. Okay, so now it's up to a 30-second cooldown. Last time it maxed out at 20 seconds. So it seems like every time you use it, you can keep it active for like 10 seconds more. The problem is you can't deactivate it during that 10 seconds. And eventually, we'll gain control over our first stage. And from there, I think it will work like Susanoo, probably even the same button, where we can stage it up and start and get an even bigger boost. But again, we'll be out of control and have to master it. So, Tailed Beast mode, it's really cool. Like, yeah, it's like objectively cool, isn't it? 60. Okay, so it's 1 per second. We need to have it activated for 400 seconds in order to master our use of the first one. But look at the extra health and armor and whatnot. We are in very, very good control with this on. Oh, there we go. But essentially it acts like we're forced to be inside of to be controlled by a horse or something. So, yeah, the cooldown is equal to however long it's active, and every time we activate it, it's activated for another, like, 10 seconds or something like that. So this is something that we're going to have to keep working on. I kind of wish it was like a learner in your hand so that you could keep track of where you are at all times, but sadly not. So that's something, we're just going to activate that every once in a while. Just let it stay activated and eventually we'll gain full control. But that's something that's pretty hard to just solely focus on that. And we probably are going to pull out an opponent and try out our Tailed Beast mode against them. But between episodes, I stayed on for a little bit longer, a few more hours, so now the Byakugan, I did the math on it, I want to say it's like 7 hours or slightly less that we need to stay active with it now. But I also did collect a few more Sutsukis between episodes, so I'm going to hopefully be able to pick up an extra pair of Byakugan and speed that up a bit. But also, I trained up a few more of the water jutsus. Last time we tried hiding in mist, it's basically the same thing Zabuza does. But now we have water bullets, which it actually tears away ground a little bit better than I was expecting. Do I have the training dummies on us? Probably. I think I just about always carry 2 on us for boosting up the thing now. Okay, so damage-wise, okay, so unless you get up to like 30, it's not doing much damage per single hits, but it does do a lot of hits, so pretty decent. Water Dragon Bullets. Yeah. Oh, that did 95, and we literally summoned a giant dragon to do our bidding. Okay, yeah, that's a cool one. Interesting. This version of the training dummies doesn't actually get deleted when the blocks below it does, so that makes it actually considerably better use. And we can just pick it up like that. So, Dragon Bullet. Also, that was like a 2. What happens if we launch this thing at... Well, let's see if it has a max. 5 is the max. Massive Water Dragon. I think that's a 300 and some on, but oh my goodness, that's some destruction. Yeah, any high-level jutsu is just destruction incarnate. Sorry, Shinobi, I didn't actually mean to hit you there. Water Prison. How rude. Water Prison doesn't actually charge, it's just one that you hit a target. Oh, and if I press shift, it will deactivate. There we go. Wow, that's bad. Like, that's literally doing nothing against the Shinobi. Like, it's deactivating as soon as I get pushed out of the water, too. But that's not how that's supposed to work, is it? Also, I have to be right on top of him to land it? That's weird. This jutsu work... Like, Kisame and whatnot can use this jutsu incredibly well. Wait, do I have to be staying still? Also, it's just not taking any drowning damage. Why does this jutsu just not working? There was another one, Earth Sandwich, that was supposed to lock it in place and do a bunch of damage. But it also wasn't doing anything. It wasn't working right, so weird. Shark Bomb. Oh, it's got an auto lock on. Oh yeah, this is the last one I also trained up. Yeah, so it's like it's interesting, the other ones, I don't know, it's like a lesser version of the water dragon, but a lot easier to use, and it looks like it has auto lock on. Yeah, it's weaker than the water dragon, but it's a little bit easier to land, probably. Come on, why can I not stand on that water? I guess it's not source blocks. Did I really not hold shift as I hit the thing? Come on, give me back my... Gotcha. Give me back that. So, Water Jutsu is pretty cool. Like, the Water Dragon is super destructive. Oh, it has some auto lock on and will follow the cursor. So, it kind of works like the Rasen Shuriken. So that's pretty cool. I believe that's all I have to show as far as new jutsus go. Today... what are we getting up to? We have a few options. I didn't think that was going to be considered close enough. Oh, our centaur friend that got Fray's actually what's causing the problem. Sorry. We don't actually need you. Oh, I totally just almost water sharked the bed. That would have been bad. So today, what are our options? I think we're looking at eyes today, because we have everything we need to evolve our Mangekyo Sharingan into the Eternal one. We were just holding off because we wanted to focus on the thing yesterday, whatever it's called, the tailed beast. So, well, obviously, we want to keep working on tailed beast, so we should go away from home for this, because we're also going to be using Amaterasu, probably, and fighting some things, so, yeah, let's go somewhere safe. In fact, let's head on over to spawners real quick. I keep forgetting about the massive pit at first, and then I just go to jump away and almost land right in it. Hello, Chocobo friends. I also took a quick look at ShinobiCraft. I probably should get some Chocobo friends just for the fun of it. But this is one of the few versions of ShinobiCraft without the Chocobo disguise, apparently, which makes me sad. I was definitely going to build one. Anyways, I do have a Jutsu keys on us. Those are probably important. So let's go ahead and grab out our medical scroll and our Amaterasu eyes. The white Zetsu flesh is there. We do have a 20% chance to get our hands on the Renegon right now, too. But, well, let's focus on the EMS first, shall we? So, medical scroll, add in our Kamui eyes and Itachi's Mangekyo Amaterasu eyes. And nothing happens? Why did I... Oh yes, also, this is something to note. The opponents, like the, where's my lightning release jutsu? I need lightning chakra mode on. Opponents like the Akatsuki, since we have hit 50,000 chakra or 100,000 jutsu experience, their aggro range is significantly higher now. Like, if a Akatsuki spawns anywhere in the village, it will come and get us. Which is kind of scary. Like, that's, like, considering how often Dataras will just spawn by the inn while we're at our base. So, yeah. The bosses are significantly more dangerous now. Like, Hedon right there was like 25 blocks away. Usually we'd have to be within 5. So, some dangerous stuff going on. Anyways, EMS. Why? Why can we not make the EMS? Interesting. That should have worked. We have Kamui eyes and Amaterasu eyes, so it's not like it's the same type of Mangekyo Sharingan. Is it really because our Sharingan is labeled just as regular Sharingan instead of Mangekyo Sharingan? There's an okay chance that that's the case because we got it through DNA and it's acting weird. But I'm gonna have to look into this a little bit. It's not like it doesn't cost Chakra to use our eyes. But it would if we put on Itachi's. Itachi's eyes are also no longer draining Chakra for some reason. I need to look into this a bit. 1 second. Okay, I didn't look it up yet, but I thought of something that it might be. Do I need to have medical jutsu? Nope. I thought, oh, maybe I need to actually have my medical ninjutsu in the inventory in order to use this, but that's also not the case. Yeah, 1 second. I will actually have to pop away. I thought I came up with the solution on my own, but apparently not. Okay, so I tried a couple of things, and I'm still not sure what. I have a feeling that it is because our Sharingan was not renamed to Mangekyo Sharingan when we awakened the Mangekyo Sharingan for some reason. So I have a feeling that's probably the case. So, even if we got the pair of eyes from Obito and fused them together, I think that they would be classifying the EMS as someone else's, and we wouldn't be able to properly use them, which would be really sad. So I'm trying to figure out how to fix this. I tried using the extra DNA for Sharingan that we got from Kabuto, and this one's actually really silly. Like, the whole point of the Sharingan is that you're supposed to get multiple of them. So getting multiple Sharingan DNA should be really good, but it just deleted it from existence because I had 2 of them. So, yeah, that's weird. That's literally the whole point of it is to get multiple Sharingan. 2 Sharingan DNA from Kabuto should be useful, but it's not. What if I grab out an extra... Oh, I'm apparently in a different mode than I thought. What mode am I in as far as JEI goes? I must have pressed a button I didn't mean to. I'm gonna try spawning in an extra pair of Sharingan and evolving them again and see if it gets renamed. Maybe it was just a weird problem with Sharingan DNA. Toggle hide mode is apostrophe. So that. Now can I spawn in an extra pair of Sharingan? Yes, I can. Although these probably also are not going to be classified as our own. So what if I head back home and rename them our Dendruses? This is not the right marker. If I go back to the village and rename these to our Dendruses, Sharingan, and then get a max level Shinobi and kill them again. Oh, come on. Hi, Itachi. This is silly. Literally nowhere's in the village is safe at this point. Oh yeah, we have the Sharingan on, which means... Ah, rude. I'm not here for you, Itachi. I have other plans today. Let me out of your genjutsu, please. Come on. Come on. Got these back. Oh, come on. There's literally no safe place in the village at this point. There's no safe place in the world right now. Let me move. Really? Come on. So this isn't... Let me... get off of me so I can actually deal with you. Where'd he go? Come on. Come on. We're not here for you. Let me go. Let me go. And I've just been Amaterasu'd again. I literally locked on and threw them at his face and he still dodged them. 1 second. I might just have to kill this Itachi. I can't even access inventory to get out to the lightning chakra release or whatever. Where are you? I'm gonna have to run back over. Oh, it's a real one, so oh, you got Susanoo. Hello there. And I been genjutsu'd again. Wait, I wanted my rematch against Itachi, so I guess I'm getting it. At this point, I even know how to deal... Oh, he's dead. And we did, in fact, get an extra pair of his eyes, so that's good. When you know how to fight Itachi, he becomes a lot less scary, but when you're not prepared for it, yeah. We know how to deal with him, but when you're not prepared for him and he's trying to blow up the village, it gets a bit scary. Anyways, we do have an extra pair of his eyes. I don't think you can do this though, right? I want to say it needs to be a pair of... Oh, come on. There's literally nothing safe in the entire village at this point, or in the entire world. Like, anywheres I go, I am going to get attacked by super explosive opponents. Anyways, let's try renaming this pair of Sharingans we spawned in. Where did you even come from? Anyways, let's try renaming this pair of Sharingan we got. I don't even remember if this works. Oops, I forgot the S in my name. Ardendris's Sharingan. Got it. Now, I believe one of my Shinobis is already max level. I don't remember. You're pre-tamed. On standby, got it. Now, if I give you XP scrolls, you're already at max level. Cool. So, killing you should evolve the Sharingan. Only problem is I can't actually do that on my own. How do I do this? Put you back in a ball, and I'm gonna have to hit you like with a Rasen Shuriken or something like that, and make sure I'm staring at you the whole time, I guess? I shouldn't have to jump through all these hoops to get this done. Should already be able to do it, but weird problems, I guess. Shinobi. I do love that the they just change what they look like. Can I actually hit with you with... I can't even hit you with my jutsus. Like, I straight up can't attack you, can I? Interesting. How am I going to go about this then? Cube literally deletes things from existence. How to do this then? I guess grab out one of my Otsutsuki's, make sure we have Lightning Chakra mode on. Otsutsuki, come at us. Really? Really? Shinobi, get over here. Come on, actually hit my Shinobi, please. Nope. Come on, I do the big attacks. Our Shinobi got hit once by that, and then... come on, let me over here. Come on. I shouldn't have to go through all this, through this whole song and dance again. It should just work, please. Come on. Oh, let me... It keeps teleporting me to the exact opposite direction of my Shinobi. It's literally doing... The dodge mechanic is literally doing the exact opposite of what we want. No, I'm trying to stand behind the Shinobi. Stop teleporting me behind Otsutsuki. And oh, why can't I just beat up my Shinobi? Like, I don't want my Shinobi to be immune to bar attacks entirely. I want something to bypass it. Okay, so that worked. Like, the eyes got renamed to what they properly should be this time. Of course, it's an extra pair of Amaterasu, so... I guess we're gonna have to see if Amaterasu eyes confused with other Amaterasu eyes, or if you really need a Kamui and an Amaterasu for that. Anyways, let's just deal with this Otsutsuki. If we get the eyes, that should allow us to get our Tenshinhan a whole lot sooner, so... Ow. Where even are you? I don't even know what's going on anymore. Come on. Come on. And honestly, if it doesn't let me fuse my Kamui eyes with the ones that we got, I'm probably just going to spawn in a new pair of Kamui eyes and use them for the fusion. Because we should have this. Okay, we got you. And it looks like it... no extra Byakugan. For a second I thought it deleted the rewards, but we just instantly picked them up. Anyways, let's head back home. This whole lot of song and dance for something we should have already been able to do, which is more than a little annoying, but oh well. You can go in there. I have a bunch of junk to toss real quick. Anyways, can we fuse Amaterasu eyes together? These ones, Amaterasu and Amaterasu, also cannot create this. Can we fuse two Itachi's eyes together? Also cannot create them. What if I spawn in an extra pair of Kamui eyes? How did I re-enter that mode? Mangekyou's Sharingan also does not work. Are you just not allowed to... Why? Why will this not work? Please explain to me why this won't work, game. We should have the EMS right now. What if I slash give me the Naruto Kamui, I don't even know what it's called on here. It's Sharingan something. Sharingan or Kamui Sharingan. This is gonna take some trouble working real quick, so I'll see you in a moment, I think. Okay, this is really annoying. Our legitimate pair of Sharingan, when it evolved, did not get renamed to Mangekyo Sharingan with the red text, so it isn't classified as a Mangekyo Sharingan for purposes of fusion. At least as far as I can tell, this is what's happening. I could be wrong, but I've tried a bunch of stuff and nothing's working. So, our legitimate Sharingan, the only pair of legitimate Sharingan we can apparently get because we didn't start as a Uchiha, we got him through DNA, is evolved, but not technically evolved enough, I guess, to classify. And I cannot get another pair of legitimate Sharingan to evolve into it, because I think I need it to have, like the eyes you get from Itachi say, Itachi Uchiha's Mangekyo Sharingan Amaterasu. Our eyes should start out saying our Dangerous's Mangekyo Sharingan Kamui, but they aren't, and I cannot actually get a pair to work like that. Well, it's literally too long to put in here. So, I don't think I can do this legitimately, because it failed to do it. It messed up when it did it the first time for some reason, which is really sad and really annoying. So we're gonna have to cheat in the EMS, I guess, and just give ourselves the advancement. I don't know, that's so annoying. I wanted to do this legitimately, and by all accounts, we should be able to. I spawned in like a bunch of extra pairs trying to get this to work, and just nothing would accurately classify the Sharingan to our player. So, more than a little annoying, Naruto. And maybe we can do it legitimately if we get Obito's eyes. So, I don't know if that will classify it as our eyes. I think one of the pairs needs to be a pair of eyes you legitimately awakened, I think, one of the two pairs of eyes. I don't think you can use an EMS from someone else. So, I don't know if we can actually do this, which is so silly. Let me look into it a bit more. I've already been at it for like 20 minutes trying to figure it out, but maybe I missed something. Okay, so, technically speaking, there's one more chance to get a legitimate pair of the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. I don't know if this is going to work. I believe that we need to awaken the Mangekyo Sharingan ourselves in order to turn it into the EMS. But I think it is technically possible that if we were to get Obito's eyes and fuse them with Itachi's eyes, it could become the EMS, and we could use them, maybe. We should be able to get this legitimately, but we can't right now, which is really annoying me. So, I'm gonna give the last legitimate shot a chance. I don't know if it's actually gonna happen, but we need to fight Obito at some point, so now is as good a time as any. Uchiha Obito. Hello there. Did I really grab one with special effects, or do you just always have regen or something? Oh, now he's already going into wood release. Datara? Are you kidding me? We're like 100 blocks away from you and you still aggroed? Rude. We're here for your boss. Ow, ow, ow. I have no idea whose attack that was, but it kind of hurt. Oh, bye, Datara. Anyways, Obito, he's going intangible. He's in the floor. Oh, we actually hit him. I kind of wish that the Kabuto add-on bosses got some sort of thing going on. What's the word? Boss bar. Amaterasu. I miss. I'm not entirely sure why I'm going with the Amaterasu eyes instead of the Kamui eyes. The Kamui eyes are probably more useful here. Another boss. he hasn't hit us, so we don't have lock on yet, which is making this infinitely harder, but intangibility would be nice. Keaton, we're not here for you. It would be nice if I could actually fight a boss without a different boss getting in the way at some point. Too bad our tailed beast isn't maxed out yet. So we would have the ability to fly. Come on. Oh, I'm surprised how much damage we're allowed to do. Oh, did the mask fall off? I can't tell. It doesn't look like... Oh, yeah, he's not wearing his mask. He's got his Sharingan and his Rinnegan out at this point. I don't actually know how this fight is going to go. Oh, we can lock on now. This is... Oh, he's intangible now. That... You know, that was a little bit of a letdown. Is there a real Obito and a fake Obito? Like, there's a real Itachi and a fake Itachi? There's a decent chance that there is. Also, I'm assuming you have a chance to drop your gun by, right? That would be cool. And... yeah, once again, just like with Otsutsuki, it's a 10% chance for the eyes. But this fight is sad. Like, what is this? Like, this is Obito, right? He's supposed to be, like, an actual legitimate threat. Like, he has a Rinnegan. I shouldn't be able to just do this to him, where he just, like, sort of floats away and does his wood release spear thing. It should be a bit scarier than that, right? Like, yeah. This fight is sad. Like, it's, just to make sure it didn't drop anything, those are my Sharingan. Maybe I should actually put my Sharingan in the backpack to avoid getting excited when I see a Kamui in the backpack. But, this... Is this fight unfinished? Is he supposed to be getting stronger in, like, a later update or something? Like, I know I have a powerful sword, but I'm not even using a single jutsu. He just sort of keeps hovering in this direction, and occasionally does that attack, but that attack's not useful? Oh, we just lost our bone release, but we still have resistance 4 because of lightning release. And eventually I'll just break through even though he's intangible. Yeah. Yeah, this fight is really sad. I have to keep floating down because he will just keep going over the water. And if he drops his Sharingan in the water, that's going to be a pain. I'm going to have to track it down here. This fight should be exciting. Why is this fight not exciting? I held off on fighting him for so long. Because I knew he's one of the big bads of the series. There goes my dog. This is our last one. He actually only has 320 health. Or 350, rather. Yeah. Do not die on a cactus. 10% chance. And we didn't even get to Sharingan. That's... Aww. This fight is sad. Why is Obito such a pushover? He's got a Rinnegan. And he just sort of hovers off in this direction every time and will occasionally throw wood at you, and that's about it. Aww. That was 6 of them? Yeah, 6 of them, so we didn't get lucky with it, but technically speaking, we're below odds. I don't know where there's another Obito, right? I think I caught all the ones I saw. Oh, no. I'm so upset about today. Like, everything about this has just gone poorly. We should already have the EMS. We should have had it instantly, but I can't fix the mess up that this game had. I know there was an Obito over here, but I caught it, right? Now it's just a Naruto. Okay, Itachi, you are almost 100 blocks away. Oh, another Jiraiya. Game, are we okay, game? The answer is no. Okay. So that's probably a bit of a jump cut from the Obito fight, I think is where I'm going to be doing this. Yeah, I recorded for an extra 25 minutes after that or something like that. You don't want to see that footage. Yeah, it was rough. So, essentially after the Obito fights, I went for a brief look around trying to go find another one. Let's see if there were any more we knew about on the map. I went over to where the Seven Tails is. Instantly got jumped by an Itachi. I knew what we fought Itachis before. Instantly get jumped by Ito Tensei's and Kabuto. Whatever, we fought Kabuto before, but we couldn't use the sword, and I just kept getting jumped by like multiple bosses at a time. It was rough. I was getting frustrated. There was a Jiraiya in the mix, and I accidentally activated a Naruto who launched like a single Rasengan and then just proceeded to do nothing else. Or tried to hit me with a Rasengan, failed, and then just stood there like nothing happened. Yeah, a lot happened in that 20 minutes. You don't want to see any of it. It was not good footage. But I guess I can at least... how do you keep getting stuck in the middle of the water here? Essentially, I can go over what happened, though. Minus all that nonsense. Apparently, if you have a Sage mode in your inventory when you defeat a Jiraiya, it can just change your Sage mode. So we are no longer a Snake Sage, we are now a Toad Sage. So, thankfully it keeps all of the stuff for Sage and Ultra Big Ball and Rasengan, Rasen Shuriken. But we do lose our 8-headed snake god, or whatever that jutsu is called, I don't remember. So we're gonna, if we want to get Snake Sage back, we need to get a new Sage learner, and we need to go beat up more Jiraiya's. For now, I guess we can train that up. Anyways, the Kabuto drops Skeletal Release, so we have another duplicate thing that we can't use because it's just going to get deleted from existence. And I tried it on Off-World. You can't even use Reroll against something you get from a DNA. But yeah, today has not gone exactly well. Definitely some major irritation from everything going on with the EMS just not working for some reason. But what to do about it? I have an extra Genjutsu thing from one of the Sharingans I gave myself. You can just go in here. Caliburn needs repairing. That's top priority. I spent that 20-minute fight without a sword, and that just made matters worse. I definitely need to heal up as far as Chakra goes. And are we just spawning in an EMS? I think we're probably just spawning in an EMS. I really wanted to do this legitimately, but apparently that's just not happening. I just missed. So here's Caliburn. Should actually enchant this thing immediately so I don't have to worry about enchanting it next time it needs repairing. What is it? What damage is it up to? 57. That's pretty good. So, Caliburn's getting repaired, and then we're grabbing the EMS and we're just taking a look at it. But because that's what we're going to doing today. I was really expecting Obito to be a bigger threat, though. I'm still sad about that, and I would like to find more of him and try to get his eyes, but I don't think that legitimate way is going to work anyways. So, illegitimate ways it is. But, Actually, do we know where there's another Obito? I think I captured all the ones we had seen, but there was floating around here there was a couple floating around here somewheres, but I think they're 2 of the ones we already beat up. So, EMS time it is. I think I'm also going to need to give myself the achievement or advancement rather, to properly use them. But, okay, it was just a Shinobi. I thought I was about to be attacked by an ant. Explosive ninjas. The EMS is right there. I could just spawn it in. There we go. And just give ourselves the advancement. What is the advancement called? Probably just Eternal Mangekyo Awakened / advancement. Grant. In Naruto. Wait. Ardendris. Naruto. Oh yeah, I have to do only Naruto mod, Awakens, Yakugan opened, Eternal Mangekyo, there it is. I really wish I didn't have to do it this way. Eternal Mangekyo achieved. So, now we have this thing. Oh, hello there. Does this cost Chakra to have on? No, it's not attached to any character, so it acts as if it's attached to any character who has it. Got it. So, that's good at least. Oh yeah, I killed a Hedon and all the nonsense that happened there. I completely forgot about that one. So, we have the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. As before, Amaterasu. I think I left one piece of flame over at the Seven Tails. Hold on. Yeah, I said I was losing it a bit in this 20-minute fight you didn't see. Yeah, by that I mean full-on spam clicking everything, kind of launching a few Amaterasus, just trying to get anything done. Did I put it out? Did the block underneath it? Maybe none of it actually landed on the ground. I don't even remember. I think there was a single flame somewhere around here, but I don't see it anymore, so I think we're actually safe. So, yeah, most of this destruction in this little area was in this fight right in that you didn't see. Anyways, Amaterasu functions the same. Shift right click. Is Amaterasu just really chakra intensive, or are we seeing it? Oh wait, no, I did leave some Amaterasu behind. Good thing I came back. Yeah, that looks like that just looks like Amaterasu is expensive to use, which I think it pretty much is. So, deactivate Amaterasu. We good? Think we're good. That looks like it was the only bit. And we still have access to intangibility. Intangibility on, true, fly, click and hold it, and you're just intangible. You can't take a hit. It's just draining chakra as it goes, as expected. Deactivate, fall down to the ground. Shift. That wasn't what I was expecting. Oh yeah, that does work exactly like I thought it did. And oh yeah, there is a thing where if you have a portal half open on an opponent, it'll do that instead. Oh, but that one just... Oh, that one, I guess, sent it to the other dimension, didn't do the damage thing. I don't remember... Yeah, I don't remember the teleport ability giving nausea. I know Amaterasu is supposed to give nausea. Hello, Iwa Rogue. Goodbye, Iwa Rogue. But anyways, Intangibility and Amaterasu work the same. It's just that Intangibility now has... Wait, was Intangibility's teleport already the shift effect? Oh yeah, I guess it was. For some reason I was thinking it had two different buttons, but then I remembered Susanoo was on 2 and there was no 3. Okay. So anyways, next up... Oh, we have the bone armor on, so... Oh, cool. Cool. These are not legitimate eyes, so we can't Susanoo. Got it, game. You have just made it impossible for us to have fun. Cool. So that annoyance was away. I got the annoyance away for a little bit, but it's back now. Yeah, these aren't our... Why can't I get a legitimate pair of Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan and just make them work? I should have a legitimate pair, and I should be able to use the Susanoo, because you can only use the Susanoo if you have a legitimate pair. But I can't make it work right, because it is broken for some reason. And the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan is super important, because you need a legitimate pair to get the Rinnegan, I think. And you need to actually have the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan so you don't accidentally lose your eyes, because that would be bad. And apparently the DNA for extra Sharingan wouldn't even work, because if I have a pair of eyes already, they'll just get deleted from existence. Why is this so hard? It shouldn't be. It should be easy. It's simple. I don't know. We have 2 pairs of Mangekyo Sharingan. One of them is our legitimate pair of Mangekyo Sharingan. Let us use them. Arch Dance, Willow Dance. Oh, there was an extra Obito around here. I thought there was. Is this one any better? Oops, I want to intangibility. I don't want to, Interesting, you can't attack while intangible. Come on. Come down here. I need to make sure I get your drops, but you're just going to... You're gonna be annoying about this, huh, Obito? You're just never gonna come down. This can't be the intended Obito stuff, right? This is an unfinished version of him. Like, they don't intend Obito to be completely useless in a fight, right? He's too important of a character for that. So basically, I'm just going to keep intangible flying after him. And eventually enough sword swings will go through that he'll just die. Because that's how it's going to go. Yeah. Obito is such a major letdown after how long I saved him. Because he's such a cool-looking, important character with a Rinnegan. And we didn't even get his Mangekyo Sharingan, so we couldn't try to do it legitimately that way either. Today has been rough. Today has been seriously rough. Here's another reroll fruit that we're never going to have to use because it doesn't work. I was so excited. I was so excited to get the EMS today. And everything around it has just not worked right. Like, the game just keeps saying, haha, you thought, but no. Anyways, should probably actually, I did this like once or twice, but should have been doing this more frequently. We need this trained up. It's now up to like 115, so it's getting there at least. But I have no idea what time we're at. I didn't actually double check how long I cut out of that, so do I have any other ideas about how to get a legitimate pair of EMS? I mean, besides just hoping to find a bunch of Obitos, we fought Obito a bunch of times now. We know that he's really a pushover. Do I care about spawning him in and beating him up until we get his eyes and trying to see if we'll at least get the legitimate pair that way and if they'll work properly? Because we should have a legitimate pair. The game is just saying no for some reason. Yeah, I don't think I care about that cheating at this point. Obito's, the only draw from is the eyes. And the only reason we need the eyes is because the game won't give us our legitimate thing. So you know what? Yeah, when it's cheating because the game is just functioning incorrectly, I don't think it's really cheating at that point. So, time to spawn in a bunch of Obitos, and eventually one of them will give his eyes, and we know we can beat him no problem. But let's go to sleep first. I ended up getting rid of the marker at the house to try and make accidental teleportations less of an issue. But now it means I have to run over and jump into bed every time instead of just teleporting over. Anyways, that's all well and good. I am going to try and get this legitimate pair if it's the last thing I do. Although, at this point, I might actually need like a mod or something to edit MBT data or to figure out how to do that otherwise. I know there were some things in the 1.7.10 Minecraft, in the Mathiox mod, that you could use MBT edit to get working, like to get extra Kekai Genkais or whatever. So I might end up having to do the same thing here and make sure that it's to mess with the MBT data on our normal Kamui one. That might end up being necessary to get a legitimate EMS. Anyways, Obito. We know we can beat him. Like, this is no problem at this point. We've done it 10 times with little problem. Just grab a stack of them, go into lightning chakra mode. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out why this one had extra health. It's because of that thing, not what I meant to do. I meant to grab the EMS. He does not have extra health because this is a real real Obito or something. He has extra health because he's a special thing. But But an interesting fact to note was that he did something that was not the wood release thing. He actually tried to fight us semi-legitimately. Come on. So, apparently he can do other things. It's just that most of them don't. And this... Wait. Do naturally spawned Obitos just don't work properly? Because all the ones we're spawning in via creative are functioning like proper fights. Still not tough fights, but fights nonetheless. Still maintain that Obito should be a tougher enemy than this, but... And we're definitely over the 10 number, so we're below odds and being unlucky with it. Come on. I just need a single pair of your eyes to try and do something legitimately that we should have already been able to do. Come on. Yeah. You're just not gonna drop your Sharingan, huh? Come on. Come on. He drops. Was it a loot bag? Looks like it might have just been a loot bag. Really? You're gonna be rude about this, huh, Obito? Sure, we're just gonna keep beating you up then. We can. We know we can. It's as simple as this. You're showing a few extra actual... Ah, there we go. He's showing a bit more fight now, but it's still not enough. But Uchiha Obito's Mangekyo Sharingan Kamui. Now, we have healing, right? Just to make sure. Uchiha, Itachi. Yeah, still no. The MBT data on our Mangekyo Sharingan didn't properly get updated when it evolved, and now we'll never get a legitimate pair of EMS. That's what happened, which is really stupid. So, whatever. That's really annoying. We just have a fake pair of EMS that we'll never be able to use Sharingan with, unless I can figure out MBT data for it. Because I think the name is already too long. I couldn't even put Ardendruses in front of it even if I wanted to, and I don't think that would work anyways. Arden... Yeah, I can get Arden, but not anything else. I guess I'll try looking into editing MBT data. Yeah, so maybe there's something in there that I can change and fix to make this legitimate. I don't know. This has been a major letdown. I don't even know if I could evolve this into the Rinnegan right now, since it's not legitimate. And if I can't get the Rinnegan, that's just like a major, yeah, like so much important stuff is just going to get locked out if I can't get the Rinnegan. Although thankfully we can still get Tenseigan, so it's at least a consolation prize. Actually, I think the Tenseigan's technically stronger. But the Rinnegan is the Rinnegan, and it's just, like, objectively cool. You want it, right? But anyways, I guess I'll try and look a little bit more into it. But for now, we got this fake pair of eyes that we ended up having to spawn in. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. Okay, I think I might have it. So... I downloaded a mod called MBT Manipulator, which I have gone ahead and changed the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan we spawned in to have our player ID attached to it, which I got by copying it from this screen from the Byakugan, because this one is fully attached to us, and this is apparently what we needed. So I have done the same to our Kamui Sharingan. Like the one we got legitimately, or the one we got from the DNA involved. So, okay, the fact that that still doesn't work is infuriating, but whatever. That should be working, but isn't. We can at least now go Susanoo with our EMS. So, we can do this, and still end up in full body, full armored, and now that we have the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, we now have both the Kagotsuchi sword and the Kamui Shuriken, because we're now Amaterasu and Kamui. So this is pretty cool. That was a bad idea. I need to follow those to make sure they don't hit anything. But yeah, We never actually saw the Kamui, the Susanoo from Amaterasu. Basically just do that, they're gonna hit the water and should be fine. But I'm assuming these do a bunch, and we have a giant sword now, and we got knocked out of it. Cool. But I couldn't quite figure out how to apparently fix the whole medical scroll thing not working. There might be an extra line I'm missing somewheres in there that I'll have to figure out. It might actually be because it doesn't say Mangekyo Sharingan, but I don't know how to fix that one. But anyways, we at least have a fully working EMS now, even if we didn't quite get it legitimately like we wanted to. A little bit sad, but in the end, I'll take a working cool thing rather than a I'll take it, whatever. Yeah, whatever, words are hard. Anyways, for real now, take care everybody. I'm excited that I at least got that working properly. We'll probably test out that Susanoo for real against the tailed beasts pretty soon. Because at this point, those are some of our last remaining real opponents. Considering Obito was a bit of a letdown. Who is left? We need to actually fight Kisame. We need to fight Kakashi and Naruto. And is that it? There's a few opponents left to spawn in. But that's probably just about it now, isn't it? I'll double check the list between episodes, but yeah, just the tailed beast and a couple others. Basically, it's just going to be seeing what cool skills we can get at the end here and testing them out against probably some of the same opponents again. But anyways, for real now, take care, everybody. Okay, so I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Star-Filled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you all so much for the extra support, and without further ado, take care, everybody.